you went non-regime mode on COVID, on the election, on things like crime stats, things like who's to say. Like, you say these things on social media and they would censor you. They would deplatform you for it, not for any other reason that it was a no thought that you're not supposed to notice. And this has been rampant. Like, it extends all the way from just destroying people's social media platforms, excising them, all the way to like actually trying to ruin their life. Like, they tried to ruin Rittenhouse's life for like what everyone agreed, or everyone who watched it was like, yeah, he got attacked by 3 lunatics and he shot all 3 of them, and he hit a pedophile, a wife beater, and a fucking some other ghoul. Like these, it's been really clear being on the right, like how careful we've had to be for 10 years to play so carefully within the lines that social media and the left had described for us. It's only now that the Overton window is exploding to the right because so many people are kind of sick of it.
Every time I drill down into the specifics, though, it's like, this guy got canceled for a social media post. All he wanted to do was call that actress an ugly N-word. No. It's like, what if he said, what we're defending?
No. What if it was a guy who lost his social media platform because in 2020 he says, these lockdowns are not worth it. This disease is not as dangerous as they're saying. That was like a bannable offense. You guys will recall probably during COVID, it was COVID denialism was against terms of service. And what that meant is you had to carry whatever the existing regime line was throughout it. When they said it was 100% safe, 100% effective, you had to say that. You couldn't question it. Yeah, you said it was 90%, you moved that way.
Fact check showing up underneath people's posts. Like, I remember that.
No, people got their accounts banned for COVID denialism for things like saying masks don't work. They're like, this is dangerous misinformation. People are going to die. These people can't talk. Grandmas are going to die if people start reading the side of the box that says this isn't meant to stop viral particles. Like, that's what I'm talking about, is the level of nonsense that many people on the right have been subjected to, having to comport their speech around all these rules, and at the end, very often still being canceled. Like, that's ridiculous. And now that the shoe is on the other foot, there's a lot of like, wait. Stop. I know we did this for 10 years, but we're not doing this.
The other foot, I asked the same questions, and I aspire to be like accurate and fair to both sides. It's one thing I saw someone on TikTok do an absolute dance while singing "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead." I don't want to defend that person, right? You know, like I get it. I see how offensive that is, and whatever repercussions come to her socially or career-wise, that'll happen, right? But if it's, I just don't particularly agree with Charlie Kirk's views, and that person gets canceled, now this is
not one person has been canceled. Not one person. Find me a person that has been canceled for saying, well, there's a difference here, because people on our side were getting banned and removed from social media from sharing FBI crime stats or something. And people on the left right now are getting canceled for, there's a ton of people like that. There's like
never any examples when I say who or
Sherry Tenpenny, an anti-vaccination activist and physician known for false claims about COVID vaccines. She had all of her social media banned, were suspended and for spreading misinformation. Her medical license was suspended by the Ohio board for failing to cooperate with that investigation.
I actually have
that's a UK lawmaker. Well, the UK is way worse than we are.
It's way worse than us. I have an excellent example of cancel culture. James Watson, one of the discoverers of the helix DNA structure, made a very glib comment, like not glib, wrong word, but just like passing comment. Not that he was making no value judgments or anything. He just said, well, yeah, like there's an element of genetics and biology to behavior. And, there's elements of genetics and biology to race. Like we understand this through DNA. And he was so canceled for saying that, the discoverer of DNA, for just saying this in passing. He didn't say, and therefore, like it was just stating stuff. They made him destitute. He was removed from his job. He had to sell his Nobel Prize to find money. A millionaire had to buy his Nobel Prize from him and then give it back to him so that he had enough to live. Made of gold. This guy was totally canceled for saying a no thing about science. And like, whether or not you think that's totally absurd or you agree, that's beside the point. but he was canceled because he said something that was ideologically a no thought to the people that currently had cultural cachet.
Bad. I won't defend that.
Yeah. And like you shouldn't feel the need to defend it, obviously, because you're not these people. Like most of these people are fucking crazy. You're not the one calling for people's heads.
Less crazy.
Well, none of us are sane, but yeah, it's just it sucks that this is what politics is now, where it's like both sides have, like, it's funny that the right is so retarded. It took them 10 years to be like, oh, this fucking works really good. That's why they do it. Like this is actually a really elite tactic. Like,
it's fun to hear that from the right, because I feel like the left is so retarded that they've been taking it on the chin for, like, gerrymandering is a good issue, right? Do both sides gerrymander? Sure. But it's like 90-10. It is we're fucking midget soccer, and these guys are the European League over there. And it's a whole nother level. And it's like, well, I mean, get your shit together. I literally heard Schumer, this is a few months ago, and I forget the specifics, but they were like, why aren't the Democrats fighting back? And he mentioned that he had just written a sternly worded letter and sent it to the president of the United States. And I'm like, well, I'm glad we got warriors like this guy standing up to the president with his sternly worded letter.
Well, but the answer to that is there's nothing, and it's what I keep going back to. Whenever I see like one of those silly Reddit articles, like Trump administration reeling after latest report, it's like, no, they're fucking not. They're laughing. They won years ago. It's over. It's over. Like the judges are in place. The Supreme Court is in order. All of Congress is in order. He has the executive branch. He's taken vast control over any number of things, and no one has stood in his way yet. Like you've already lost, and you can't win until maybe the next election cycle. But even then, you can't undo some of the things he's done ever. Like decades from now, you got to wait for these lifelong appointees to go. Things have been redistricted. Like there are judges in place with lifelong appointments.
Yeah, but they're old.
He already, not all of them. Look at the Supreme Court. He specifically picked a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds. Like they're in there for the long. And
52.
We always say this. It's always the thing. It's like, hey, today's 40-year-old ain't the 40-year-old of your youth, or and it's whatever age.
Right, that diabetes guy was younger than me.
Yeah,
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, Wilford Brimley was younger than me.
I have diabetes and my feet hurt and my hands sting. I can't eat anything I want, and I want to end it all.
What I'm saying is, like, Kavanaugh is probably going to live to 80 or 90 or 100. Easy. This is a multi-millionaire in a prominent position who looks healthy. He's not going to go early. You're going to be dealing with Kavanaugh decisions until 2060 or something like that. It's not going to be over anytime soon. And we see what they do. They go out on their shield at the Supreme Court.
Oh my God. They'll be like I remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg was like being wheeled in an iron lung, not even able to contribute. And all the Democrats were like, please, you've got 6 weeks to resign. And she's like, eat shit.
Feinstein was an inspiration to every other politician.
She looked so bad.
Especially that dude, Chuck Grassley, the Republicans. That guy's like 102.
Stepping down, I think. You're not wrong, but I think that he did say it was time for young blood, unless I'm conflating him with someone else. I don't know. But yeah. Now the Democrats are completely with it. There's about to be a budget showdown, and you need 60 Senate votes to pass it. So they definitely need Democratic Senate votes. Now the Democrats are going to try to figure out how to play this. If they shut down the government, I think the public will look at the Democrats as the reason why it shut down, which is the side that will get the pressure and the side that will cave.
Sure.
So that's the only lever I know that they have to pull. We'll see what they do.
And before we see whatever this tweet is, I had one more incredible example of the cancel culture thing. Do you guys know who Douglas Mackey is?
No.
His online moniker was Ricky Vaughn. And in the 2016 election, he posted memes that were like, hey, remember to go out and vote for Hillary on November 7th. And the election was like November 6th or something. And he was posting a meme that was like, hey, tired of the long election lines? Tweet Hillary to 4099 to vote. And, he got in trouble for that. And the first week of the Biden administration in 2021, the DOJ arrested him and they threw him in federal prison for 7 months for memes.
It sounded like election interference, though. It sounded like he was confused.
Yeah,
people about
Jimmy Kimmel made that joke 2 years ago. Or before this election, not 2 years ago. Sorry, 9 months ago, 10 months ago.
I need to see that.
He was like, "Hey, guys, go out there and vote, and maybe do it. Take your time. Maybe go on the 7th. Who's to say?" And it's like, okay, that's verbally, so it's clear it's a joke. But like, if you think you can vote by texting Hillary to 40999, you're retarded. Like,
probably wasn't an educated voter anyway.
Probably not. But I could see myself.
By the way, I always say that's how we should vote. Look, American Idol got it right the first time. Okay, text in to 490 and let us know who you want to win. And why don't we vote?
That is so hard to secure.
We don't secure. Get everybody on WhatsApp.
The thing I want to put out, I feel like the topic's about to shift organically. When you watch things like the FC, this isn't really to you guys, the audience, like using the FCC to crack down on comedians who are critical of the administration. If you think that's good, just make sure you like it on the other side. Someday, perhaps that person you don't think very much of could be in charge. I don't know, President AOC, President Buttigieg. Maybe if you're on the right, then JD Vance or Donald Trump Jr.
I don't think that's what happened, though.
But here's where I'm headed.
Okay.
Someday you won't like those other people, whoever they are, those other people are going to be in charge. And make sure that the new precedents that you liked today, you'll like tomorrow. Otherwise, you shouldn't like them today.
Yeah, but to me, it feels like those precedents were already set. Like, we had a bunch of biased FBI agents give a lie report less than a month before the 2020 election because they had a preferred candidate. They wanted Biden to win. And so they leaned on social media and they said, this is a lie. They knew it wasn't. It was a knowing lie.
About the Hunter Biden.
Yeah. And that was like an election swinging story. And intelligence agencies, the government, leaned on them to hide that. And again, this is nothing new. You look up Operation Mockingbird back in the 50s. Intelligence agencies lean on media to get desired narratives out in front of the public to launder that and get people to agree with things they like. And then I already mentioned, but like the Biden admin during COVID and the election, like the way they shut down and suppressed people on social media who disagreed with that, right or wrong, they were doing it. And so I think I agree that it's bad to be wielding government power to control speech. I just disagree that I feel like the die was cast a long time ago. Like this is something that is going to continue to happen.